Hey y'all, welcome to Crime Time with Mal. My name is Mal in case you've never seen me before. Hi and welcome. I hope you like what you see over here on this true crime community channel and subscribe. It's free. It helps out my channel. If you have already subscribed or if you are new and you just recently subscribed, thank you so very much. Y'all's support truly means the world to me and I hope y'all know how much I appreciate y'all. We have a little visitor, so if you see someone in the corner, it's just my dog Duke. So he wanted to join in on this video. If you don't know, I cover true crime, obviously, missing person and unsolved cases mainly. I will throw in some solved cases just to give us a little bit of breather and some closure. And if that's something that you would enjoy, again, I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. So today's video is going to be, I guess, part 3 of Gabby. Y'all, it just keeps getting wilder and wilder, crazier and crazier. That's the country in me. Excuse me. So today's video, we are going to be speaking about possible DNA evidence that they collected from Brian's parents' house, Gabby's memorial that was this past Sunday. John Walsh is on the case. Dog the Bounty Hunter has joined. And the FBI has officially taken over the whole case. So let's just go ahead and get into the video, not drag this intro out any longer. I want to come on here and let y'all know that my intention with these videos is not to hinder any investigation, get in law enforcement's way. I just simply want to talk about true crime because I am passionate about it. I'm passionate about missing people and giving those people a voice and spreading awareness because there are so many missing people cases that don't get this media coverage. So I think it's very important for YouTubers to also spread awareness for missing people. With that being said, I want to give my condolences to Gabby's family. What they're going through is unimaginable, especially because they are not getting any answers. They're just in this limbo. And they did actually say that they would talk to the media once Gabby is brought home. And they are scheduled to go on a press conference at 1 o'clock on Tuesday. So at the time I'm uploading this, it will be Tuesday. It will already be up. I will either later this week or next week, I will give y'all an update video, just depending on how much update there is. They are in my prayers every single day. So obviously, Gabby's father spoke at the memorial, and what he said just confirms how great this family is. I was going to say good, but they're great.
Everybody for coming out, showing your respect for Gabby. But I don't want you guys to be sad, to be honest with you. Gabby didn't live that way. That wasn't her way. Matter of fact, if you knew Gabby, she was always pretty a happy girl. People would gravitate towards her. Her nature was always to smile and treat everybody kind. And I want you to be inspired by Gabby. That's what we're looking for. That's something that I want to see. If there's a trip that you guys want to take it now. Do it now while you got the time. If there's a relationship that you're in that might not be the best thing for you, leave it now. We've got more emails of men and women doing that. Taking care of themselves first. Taking care of themselves first. And watch.
He's right, y'all. He's so right. Gabby should not be remembered how she died. Gabby should be remembered how she lived her life. Y'all should, if you are in a toxic relationship, family, friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be, leave. Life is way too short. If you have something you want to do, a YouTube channel, go travel, anything, do it while you can so you don't look back and you're like, dang, I should have done that. So if you have not heard, Dog the Bounty Hunter, yes, he is on this case. And I don't know. I don't know if he's doing it to get back into the public eye, or if he's really just genuinely thinks he can help, which I'm sure he can. He has taken down several criminals. If you don't know about Dog the Bounty Hunter, then I feel so old. But he showed up at Brian's parents' house, knocked on the door. They obviously didn't answer, and he walked away. He figured that they would talk to him, be more comfortable, I guess, talking to him rather than law enforcement. I mean, let's be for real. What would you think if you found out Dog the Bounty Hunter was after you? And I'm going to touch base more about this towards the end of my video because some stuff came out last night and I was up till like 1 o'clock in the morning on my phone trying to figure this stuff out for y'all. And it was reported that the FBI did show up at Brian's house again this past weekend to collect DNA evidence of Brian's. Now, that could be something they found on Gabby during the autopsy. That could be something they found in Carlton Reserve that they need to figure out if it's actually his. So but I think that's a great sign. And remember, Brian had a 4-day head start, pretty much. Like, if I was Brian's parents and my child is missing, you want everybody looking for your child, right? And speaking of the FBI, they're completely taking over the case now, like I said in the intro. And North Point and other agencies are assisting the FBI. John Walsh did, I guess, a segment on Fox, and he was talking about him and this other reporter. I honestly forgot her name. She was talking about how the lawyer, the Laundrie family lawyer, came out and made a statement. How, just like she said, how does this lawyer know when Gabby passed away? It hasn't been released. The FBI hasn't released it. The cops haven't released it. Nobody knows when Gabby actually passed away. So for him to say that those theft charges are after Gabby's demise, that is extremely weird to me. Like, how do you know? Speaking of this attorney, he released another statement on behalf of the Laundrie family parents. And he basically said that the harassment and the media, always in the public, accusing his parents of covering Brian's tracks or knowing where he is completely absurd. Now, all these protesters outside the house, first of all, I would be so irritated if I were their neighbors. So that is unnecessary. Screaming with a bullhorn outside of somebody's house that they're a murderer and stuff, that's a little bit crossing the line, I'd say. Regardless if they had something to do with it or not. But it's also really gross that he said that, because what do you think the public and media is going to think when they don't speak? They have a missing child now, and they're still not talking. Like, it looks extremely suspicious. And I know he's their attorney. He's supposed to do those sort of things. But still. Gabby's dad, Joseph, he is creating this foundation, the Gabby Petito Foundation. And it's GabbyPetitoFoundation.org. I don't believe it's out yet, but it's about to be, and it's going to help families search for their missing loved ones. It's a similar case to Gabby Petito. So I think this is a great foundation. If you want to go support it, want to donate money, I will leave the link down below. Even more validation how amazing this family is. So back to this Carlton Reserve. I know FBI did say that they are scaling it back and targeted based on intelligence. So Brian's playing this cat and mouse game. Everybody's looking for Brian. And while law enforcement, and some law enforcement, because not everybody is at the Carlton Reserve. Some people are going to be at the Carlton Reserve. Other agencies and agents are collecting more sufficient evidence. So they're not, I firmly believe they are not solely focusing on this reserve, but being scaled back and targeted by intelligence. If one of y'all are law enforcement or know anything of that sort, can you let me know? And I think from what it sounds like, I mentioned in my last video, if you haven't checked that out, check it out. There's trail cams in there. So are they targeting it based on intelligence from these trail cams, or did they find some sort of evidence in that area that they think is Brian's or know is Brian's? And is this why they retrieved DNA from the Laundrie's home? And honestly, y'all, I don't know if they're going to release all the information when the autopsy report comes back on Gabby, because it is such a high profile case and so many eyes are on it. They cannot leave any room for mistakes. They have so many eyes looking at them. That's a lot of pressure. They already got enough pressure. They didn't go into the FBI and homicide and stuff just for the heck of it. You know, they did it for a reason. At least most of them did it because they want to solve these cases and give these family closure. They want justice too. And Brian has been spotted practically everywhere. He's been spotted in the Panhandle in Florida, Alabama, Mexico, Canada, Pennsylvania. Like, Brian gets around, y'all. And I just want to say, not to take away anything from this case, but not every bald guy with a goatee or beard is Brian. Like, there are so many pictures flooding around that, oh, is this Brian? Is this Brian? And I understand, like, people just want to help and they want to help catch Brian and get answers for this family. But y'all, my husband is bald with a goatee and beard. So please don't be taking pictures of him and sending them to the FBI. His name is Dusty, not Brian. I want to speak about these orange markings that were found in Wyoming, pretty close to Gabby's body. Some of them look like bullet holes. Like, I'm not saying that's what they are. I don't know. I don't know what these orange markings are. A lot of law enforcement have said that they don't know what these orange markings are. So maybe the FBI has different markings and codes, and I don't know. But I do think it is very interesting that some of them look like bullet holes. And who do we know that was murdered in that area? The 2 girls in Moab. So it would be very interesting to know if Brian did have a weapon. Now, there's also a picture floating around of Gabby with a weapon, and they're saying it's Brian's. I don't know if this is it. Photoshop is real. So this is all alleged. Like I said, I do not want to hinder any investigation. It could also be markings from the Grand Teton Park Rangers. So I don't know. I would love to know what y'all think down below. I'm going to talk about this recent tip that came in on Monday night that kept me up all night. Yeah. So Dog the Bounty Hunter came out and said that he received a tip that the Laundries went camping at Fort DeSoto the beginning of September, 2 different times. So one trip was September 1st through the 3rd, and they stayed at campsite 1. And then the second trip was September 6th through the 8th, and they stayed at campsite 15. Now, again, this is alleged. Tips can be false. There is a sign-in sheet, and again, allegedly, Brian and his parents signed in on that second trip. But when they left, only his parents were in the car, or in that red truck of Brian's dad's. And I do want to say, this really goes along with what Brian's neighbors said. Remember those neighbors I talked about, I think in my last video or the first video? I think it was the last video. But they said that Brian's family and Brian were packing up the camper to go away. They went away for a few days. And the FBI and North Point, all that, they might already know this. They might have already checked it out and found nothing, or they might be onto something and they're just, again, not letting the public know. That campground is in St. Petersburg, and I forgot the county of it, but they did come out and say that they were not searching the area, and they have not confirmed that Brian was spotted there. Now, this campground is a few hundred acres, and there are multiple different islands around it, and it's only a little over an hour from Brian's parents' house. And I don't know if y'all have heard this, and I have not said this because I don't want to spread more false information. But Brian allegedly went live on his Instagram, and it was just a couple of seconds and it turned off, but there was a video of water and a small boat. If you were at that Camp DeSoto in St. Petersburg or in that area anytime in September and you have pictures, videos, please go through those. If you spot Brian or anything that you think would be valuable information, please, please, please do not hesitate to call the FBI. And I'll keep y'all updated as more information comes about. I'm not going to update y'all with every little piece of information. I'll just gather it all in a video and make it. But I am going to film another missing persons case. I'm not sure if I'm going to have it up this week or next week. So y'all make sure you stay tuned for that and hit that notification bell so you'll get notified whenever I upload that and any other future videos. And I want to say again, I know y'all are probably so sick of hearing this from me, but I really do. I'm going to get emotional. I really do appreciate every single one of y'all's comments, the interaction, the motivation, all y'all's support, encouraging words. Like, y'all are really, truly amazing people, and I am so grateful for y'all. Every single day I go to bed and I say how grateful I am for y'all, and I really want y'all to know that, and I really do mean it. I don't just come on here and say it. I mean it with my whole heart, and I hope you feel that through this video. Mainly the only people I talk to is like a handful of friends and my husband and my kids. So this is a great outlet for me, and I get to talk to all you amazing people about something I'm super passionate about and y'all are passionate about, which makes it all the better. Y'all let me know what y'all think about all this new information. I want to chat. I want to talk. Y'all leave a comment down below letting me know your opinions. Whoever raised y'all did a great job, so props to them. On that note, hit that notification bell so you don't miss whenever I upload, and hit that notification bell, and hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. It's free. And that like button, it's free also. It just supports my channel, and I appreciate y'all more than you know. I will see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.